How's it? And welcome to my podcast. My name is Sally. I am Wool Diaries on Instagram and on Ravelry. I have a group on Ravelry called Wool Diaries Podcast, so come join if you want to. I would like to say thank you to all new and returning viewers and subscribers and members to the group and blah, 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 blah. I have no notes. So I would like to first say to anybody who is no, never mind. Scrap that. Forget it. So yes, we have weather. We have sun. I have no idea what the temperature is because I haven't looked it up. I haven't got notes. And the reason why I don't have notes is because we had a long weekend. Yesterday was Freedom Day here in South Africa. It's the day we celebrate Nelson Mandela being released from jail and freedom for all. So, yes, yesterday was Freedom Day, so we had a long weekend. This weekend we're having another long weekend, so it's a short week. The 1st of April is Workers' Day here in South Africa, so Friday will be another public holiday. So, yes, we have a short week. It feels like a Monday today. Yuck, gross. But it's not, it's Tuesday. The date is, 28th. I remember that. Today is the 28th of April. And it's 9:20 in the morning. And we have weather. I said weather. I have no notes. Let me think. Sport. The Bulls lost against the Stoners. 13-15. Had the Bulls played the first half like they played the second half, they would have won. But hey ho, such is life. The Stoners played very well in the first half, and then the Bulls came back in the second half. RCB played the Royal Rajasthan. What is it called? Oh God, can't remember. Royal Rajasthan on Saturday, Sunday. I've also lost days because now it's a long weekend. I've also lost days, and we're having another one, so days. And they beat them pretty convincingly, solidly. Yes. Embarrassingly for the Royal Rajasthan. Yes. I have no idea what matches are coming up this weekend because I don't have any notes. So yes, that is that. That's sport. Quick sticks, fiddly pigs. Let's get on with some knitting now. Oh, I wanted to say, so like, I haven't been doing my coffee because I'm like, okay, well, everybody does that, and I drink coffee. Okay, so if you see me drinking, it's coffee. All right. What coffee it is depends on what day it is, but it's coffee. It will 90% be coffee unless hell freezes over and I've got tea. Whoa. I do enjoy tea, but not as much as coffee. I tend to go for not flavored tea, but tea without caffeine in it, and I'll have some before I go to sleep. But that's it. I'm not coffee. So I hope you've all got some strong coffee for this podcast today. So, I have an FO. On Friday, the 24th, I would have been finished on Thursday, but I was lazy. I finished my April socks. Get those straps. And the colors are not as bright on your screen as they are in real life. So this is the Painting Eggs colorway that Michelle from Heartland dyed for myself and Sally Jane. It was my month. I love the heels. Maybe the heels will show better. There you go. I think I love the heels so much because it is so different to the socks. to the actual stripe on the sock. It was on her Calvinia sock base, which is an 80-20 merino nylon blend. And there's my tag for it. I don't think I'm ever going to get it right, people. You're just going to have to put up. I started them on the 8th of April, but I hadn't been knitting on them all the time because I was doing, what was I doing? Oh, I'm doing the Mama Vertebrae at the same time. So, with Gina, my yarn pimp from Natural Yarns. But this is beautiful. I love it. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. So it's my the rounded toe, which I normally do. I use 2.25 millimeter, which I normally do. I increased to 64, which I normally do. I did the fish lips kiss here, which I normally do because I wasn't home. And then I did my leg as long as my foot, including the toes. Then 20 rounds of ribbing at the top. 20 rounds of ribbing at the top. And there's my socks. I love my socks. So they're finished. And they're gorgeous. And they're beautiful. So that makes 2 pairs in April, because I also did I'm wearing them. My Star Trek socks from Gina from the Yarn Pimp. But I don't know what count I'm at now. I haven't done a count for the year. But I think I'm over halfway already. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yes, and I wanted to do 15 pairs. So I'm already over halfway there. So that was my finished object. See, I'm sewing. I can't do it. There, all my stuff is on the dining room table. So, my mother always had a saying, see, if you want somebody to keep something a secret, whisper it up their bum. She knows who I'm talking about. But my towel, it did indeed get frogged. It got washed, it got frogged, it got soaked, and now it is in skeins. By the end of that second day wearing it, it was decapitating me again. But now I love the yarn. I love the colorway. So I will make something out of this. I was thinking I might make the boxy out of it. But I don't know if I've got enough yardage for the boxy. The boxy takes a lot of yardage. I'll have to look. I might have to make a narrower boxy, not so. Bring it in. Bring it in. But we'll see, we'll see, we'll see. So yes, the towel got frogged. It's been washed, it's dried. The reason why I didn't show it last week because I'd already frogged it. When I decided to frog it, I just frogged. I just went and frogged it. So it was already actually frogged by last episode. It had already been soaked, but it wasn't dry for me to show you. So it was all still wet, and it was dramatically wet, not like just a little bit wet. It was dripping wet, so I couldn't show you last week. So that's my time. I'm happy. I'm fine. You know what? Once I made the decision to frog it, I frogged it. Finished, klar. I knew I wasn't going to wear it. I knew that it was going to annoy me. And I want something out of this colorway, which is why I also didn't send it down to Cape Town for my niece, because I actually want something in that colorway. So sorry, James. Not sorry. So that was that. What else happened last week? Okay, so Gina and I are doing, and you know what? If my grammar's incorrect, are doing the Mama Vertebrae together, and we're both using Mana Serena, and I still have no idea what colorway she's using. I need to write it down. My aim was to be finished this today. However, It didn't happen. It's fine. It's fine. I'm okay with it. But it just didn't happen. So I started last night weaving in all the ends because I need to wind up another skein. So this is how much I've got now both sleeves. And I'm back on the body again. And last night when I tried it on, I can try it on now. Last night when I tried it on, I think it came to just where my jean font sits. So warm. Oh my goodness. The Manna Serena is a 3-ply. It's a 3-ply. 3-ply baby alpaca Pima cotton blend. And it is, let me just see, 60% baby alpaca and 40% Prima cotton. It's so stinking warm. So yesterday I went to the old people's house. That's my dad and his wife. I went to the old people's house and I only had a t-shirt on because it was quite warm yesterday. I'm just trying to get it because it doesn't actually sit. It's still got the band to go on, so it doesn't actually sit all the way at the top of my shoulder. So let's see. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, it's a little bit longer than my jean point waistband. Have a bum. So I was wearing a t-shirt and I was busy knitting on this, and then all of a sudden it went all black and the wind came up and we thought we were going to get a storm, but it didn't happen. See, I'm wearing it now. It's so nice. And my dad's wife said to me, do I want a blanket or a jersey? Because I was like, whoa, it's all of a sudden gotten chilly. And I said, no, it's okay, I'll just wear my jersey with the needle sticking. She goes, you can't do that. I said, I can, but that means I have to stop knitting on it. And I did wear it yesterday afternoon while we were caring by the old people. Then I came home and I finished the 50 grams. 50 grams is a lot of knitting in this thing. It takes forever. You know, if you think about a sock is 50 grams for me, and a sock takes me 2 days to do if I do it. I suppose the same thing. It took me 2 days to knit 50 grams on this as well. So now I need to wind up more because I only had 4 skeins wound up into cakes. But now I'm debating, so because I've got 2 left. Do I do hot? Okay, and I don't like leftovers. Let's put it. Let's get it out there. I don't like leftovers. So I must either use all. So that means I need to use another 2 skeins. Or I use 1 more and then have a full one left. I really hate breaking into a skein and not using the whole thing. I prefer either using all of it or nothing. I don't know. I did want this one longer than the other one, and it is now longer than my pink one. I don't know. We'll see. I'll think about it later while I'm winding the other skein. I am knitting slowly on this because I am trying to not finish it weeks before Gina. However, it is now my only thing to knit on because my socks are finished. So I'm hoping by the 1st I will have it finished so I can cast on all the nice new things on the 1st. I have to do an accessory for a swap that I'm in. It's actually harder to choose patterns that you're going to make for somebody else than it is for yourself. I used to be very good with it. I used to do mainly gift knitting and no selfish knitting. Then it changed. So yes, I have to do a sock knit, but then that'll take me a few hours. It won't be long, and then then I have to do. I want to do that crust again. Maybe I won't, because you people must be sick of seeing it all the same colors. I mean, you saw this one, and now you've seen the crust, the orange, and now. Okay, I'll think about it. I still want to make the folder this year. I want to make all the things. So yes. And this has already tried to be the folded, and it didn't work. I must admit, I've got no flashing and pooling, except for right down the bottom of my sleeves. You can see there, and it does it on the other one as well. There you can see it, the orange. But that's it. Nowhere else on this cardigan so far, touch wood, has it flashed or pooled, or whatever you want to put. This is flashing, not pooling. This is flashing. When it pulls, you get like blobs of color stuck together. Nowhere on here has it done that, and it's absolutely fantastic. So yes, even if you're walking behind me, it's going to look pretty. Will I buy another sweater quantity of variegated yarn again? I doubt it. I really doubt it. If this had flashed and pulled again, I can't say I would have given it a third chance. I'm not sure what I would have done with it, but I can't say I would have given it a third chance. It probably would have been frogged and then donated or something. Okay, so this is the Mama Vertebrae pattern. I have done some modifications. I've made the fronts wider than the original pattern called for. I find my pink one becomes an armpit warmer instead of a, I want a little bit, sometimes I just want a little bit more over my chest. Just a fraction more. So, I mean, it's still not going to be a cardigan. I thought it'd be all sophisticated and clever and wear a scarf today. It's not going to be a closing cardigan still, even with the extras that I've done. But it's going to be a bit more than an armpit warmer like my pink one is. I'm doing it I'm using the fingering weight sizes. I'm doing size D, and I'm using the recommended needle size 3.25. And no, I didn't swatch, but it fits. The raglan on this is supposed to be roomy. It's not supposed to be tight whatsoever. I do like it. I wore my pink one on Saturday to a Yarmy's function that we had, and I love it. I love it. It's my pink one though is DK. It's a bit too warm. A bit too warm. Bit too warm. So that's what I am working on. My Mama Vertebrae, and it will be an FO by next time. You know what I did this week? I pulled out all my hand knit jerseys and I washed and I reblocked them all. Okay, some of them I'd never blocked, but I'd worn anyway. And it took me a week to do it, but that was because the weather last week was really miserable. It rained every day but Friday last week. So it took a full week for me to do all of them. I don't have many. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, 7, but I didn't do the one. Why didn't I do the one? Oh, the one's quite finicky. I didn't want to do that one. The one's quite finicky. Could have actually won that one today. Forgot about that one. So yeah, it wasn't too bad. It wasn't too bad at all. And now they look all pretty. And I still haven't woven in the ends on my 3-in-1 because there's a million and gazillion of them. But I do want to make another one of those. But not in orange. So, last week I told you Yarn Stash, PMB, is having a sale. Still on. 25% off everything in the shop. My order came. Now, full disclosure, this was supposed to make something for my sock partner. When it arrived, however, I was like, I'm sorry, sock partner, but this is not going to be for you. I love it. I got 4 balls of her 100% merino superwash DK yarn. It's 100 grams and it's about plus minus 200 meters. So she's clever, you Wendy. She wrote on the tags charcoal. But it's colorway YS0177. But it's charcoal. But I don't think it's charcoal. Wendy, we need to come up with another name for this because it's beautiful. It's, yes, and all the yarn I'm getting lately is grey. Okay? Deal with it. I wear a lot of grey because I find it goes with everything. And I wear some really wacky pants sometimes. And grey just goes with everything. So this is blue. But if you can imagine, all the different blues that you see there are actually greys. I think that's a bit better for you, huh? What do you think? Java. I think so. So, I still don't want you all to go buy all the things. But if you must, you must. So go to Wendy's shop, yarnstash.pmb. There's a link to her shop underneath here. There's a link to all the South African shops that I use and that I know of down the bottom of the podcast here. Because I don't do show notes. Show notes are for wussies. Show notes are for people who give a damn. I'm not one of those. Sorry. Let me take this off. I want to note on it, but I need to say. The sock sacks, my sock sacks, just in some other quick news, my sock sacks did not go up because I had a brain fart and, you know, that pink-haired nutter down in the Cape was like, yo, do that. So they will come. Hopefully, I'm planning on having what I wanted to do finished by today. So then I need to take photos and then they'll be up on my sites. What else is there? There's nothing else. This is it for me today because I've got no notes whatsoever. So, until next week, when I've had another long weekend, when I might be a bit hectic soon because my oldest one is almost starting to write exams on the 1st. So life gets a bit boring in my house because we all get grounded because he has to study. It's not like I haven't done this grade before. Yeah, anyway. Now I'm really rambling. Tot ziens!